Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in JUNKPUNK. I have done a fair amount of homework and we'll look at that in a second. Let's go over to Monolith 2. We want to start working pretty hard to satisfy the requirements of Monolith 2. Took me a little while. I must be kind of a little thick in the skull, but it took me a little while to figure out what we actually need to provide Monolith 2, but it is fairly obvious. We come in here in the first floor. Take a look. I'm not sure how we're going to activate it all, but I can see the requirements right here up on these screens, right? We need 1,000 potassium vials, 1,000 nitrogen vials, and 1,000 phosphorus vials, right? So where can we find out or figure out how we make those vials? Well, it's in our little recipe manual here down at the bottom left of the screen, or we can just hit the K key. And if we scroll down past all of the kind of level 1 stuff, we start to see all of the NWR tech and NWR products that we're going to need to make. And if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we can see here's the potassium vials, phosphorus vials, and nitrogen vials. And we can see what the ingredients are. They all take the pure form of the element, phosphorus, potassium, or nitrogen. We can see that there, pure. Turns out when we mine it, it's impure and we got to run it through a refinery. Not surprising. And then we need NWR vials, right? Kind of containers to put this material into. And we're going to need 3,000 of those. So if we scroll up, work our way back to figure maybe we target producing these things since we know we need so many. So an NWR an NWR vial needs 2 alloy and 2 glass. Let's see where that is. Alloy is steel ingots and aluminum ingots, and glass is just sand. So let's see. I think this is where I want to start. And maybe with the... I don't know which one's more important to start with. I guess we could try the glass since that's new. Figure out how to mine sand. We do have a huge sand deposit kind of obviously placed right over here on our next to Monolith 2. That we can tap into. We got to figure out how to mine that. Let's look at the build menu and see what we've got. I think we're going to be working mostly in the NWR space. And one of the first things we probably want to build is the NWR crafting bench. We've got platinum, aluminum, and steel. You can build that now. Let me show you what I've done in between episodes. You'll notice there's not a lot of junk piles right in the immediate vicinity. I had a bunch of time where I could play, but where I could not record. So I just used that time to harvest junk. And then over at our previous factory, I've actually smelted up a good number of ingots of various kinds. So let me show you. And I got a basic little platform here. This is the kind of level 1 junk platforms. We're going to try and move to the NWR ones. But similar setup to the other locations. And I've got this thing loaded with scrap. We've got a fair amount of rubber here and some more scrap that we can process. Bunch of items. I don't know if we're going to need these for this monolith or not, but I didn't craft any of these. These just came from me harvesting junk piles. And I've got various metals other than scrap here. A whole bunch more metals other than scrap. And then I've got some ingots. Bunch of rubber. Bunch of aluminum. A little bit of gold. Gold takes a while to produce. Some plastic and pure silicone. And then some more platinum here. Did I have platinum in this one? No. Platinum in here. That's another one that takes a lot. Copper and a few straggler things. So that should get us a head start. But let's, I guess we can start by placing that other workbench because we've got the ingredients for it. This one here. So I need 10 platinum, 10 aluminum, and 10 steel. Let's grab those. Platinum, aluminum, and steel. There's aluminum. Oop, next door this way. Platinum. And did I bring steel? Did I not bring steel? I don't have steel. Oh no. How can I not have steel? Don't have steel. I got copper, aluminum, platinum, gold, everything but steel. All right, we're going to have to go fetch some steel ingots. Oh man, how do I not have that? Must have missed it. Let's run over to the other monolith. It is what, straight away. We can kind of see it in the distance. We might do a little opportunistic scavenging here while we're at it. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, cleared out a bunch of junk. One thing we're going to have to decide on is if we want to go with the NWR platforms or foundation blocks. They're quite a bit more expensive. I don't know if there's a strong argument for making those other than just the aesthetic. We'll probably try to do it. Oh, there's another thing we can check out on the way that I held off on. These tires, by the way, are awesome over here on the left. These giant tires. I wish we could point a mining laser at them and again just be able to harvest that rubber, even if we had to wait a long time for that to burn through, for a laser to burn through. But anyway, one thing we can do in between on our way to go get some steel ingots is there's some buildings here, like a little settlement actually, and we can go in some of these. So let's check it out. I was able to walk into one. I didn't harvest anything or do anything. I figured we'd do that on camera together. So we'll circle all these buildings and see what's what. There's paint there. I'm not really too worried about painting a Mac. Okay, I can't get into this one, it looks like. We'll circle all of them just to make sure we're not missing something. Yeah, I'm trying to interact. I don't think you can get into all of them unless there's some little secret code or something I gotta do, but that looks locked down pretty tight. This one's wide open. Let's go in here. Turn on my light. In the container. Oh, we just get some parts. Take it. I don't know if we need any of these at this point, but we'll take them and we can drop them off at the where we're going. Kind of over by Monolith 1. Yeah, we don't need this. These are kind of valuable components. They would have been handy. I'm going to turn off my laser too. Occasionally, I start melting things I don't want to. Oh man, yeah, this would have been kind of handy. We got lots of stuff. The gold we might be able to make use of soon. We'll find out. All right, let's get out of here. We're working our way up this side, the right side first. You can't get into that. Circle around just to make sure. That looks kind of cool. Nothing. Okay, next. Looks like I can get in there. Circle around. Nothing there either. All right, let's target these guys. Nothing. I have no idea what color that light is above the door, or if that's indicating what we're supposed to be able to get in and what we're not. Nothing in that one. Got 3 more to do. Can't get in there, it looks like. Nope. Nope. While we're back here, we'll check this one. Nope. Squeeze through here. All right, only one. Maybe these open up later or something. Be fun just to place a mining laser at this door and just let it run 24/7. 2 gold scrap. I don't know, I must have accidentally dropped that. All right, did we check this last one here at the end? Maybe not. Let's do it real quick. Okay, nothing. And nothing. All right, let's keep moving over to our other factory here. I don't think there's a whole lot of supplies over here. We'll see. We might have some steel though. I smelted up a bunch. If not, we can try and get some of that going over here. I'm going to drop off these items because we've got a bunch over by Monolith 2 already. I mean, these are all useful things. We can always come back and get them. Okay, I've got some. Let's see. Do I have steel? How do I not have steel? Tons of aluminum, tons of rubber. Steel. Okay, there's a few steel we can grab. There's a little bit of platinum. We'll take that with us. Anything else kind of good? Gold can come with us. We've got a little bit of raw metals. Most of them I have processed. See what we got in inventories here. Nothing. That's how this one's set up to belt into storage. This guy, we've got some gold. We can grab that and take it with us. Now, you saw over at Monolith 2, I've got a bunch of scrap, all different metals, right? Electronic scrap, all that kind of stuff. I didn't process all of it because if we look at the machines we're going to be able to build, this forge, let's see, auto foundry, highly efficient shredding and smelting of ingots from scrap material. So I have a feeling that this is going to get us more bang for our scrap, more materials. So I didn't want to do too much smelting over here at the old factory. I wanted just enough to get us a head start. So I think we're okay with what we've got here. We can take, is there anything else we can take back with us? We saw that, let's look at the encyclopedia here again. For the vials. Oh yeah, we saw we're going to need this alloy. Take steel and aluminum. Let's take aluminum. We know we're going to need a lot of that. So let's fill up inventory with aluminum and then we'll head back. And then hopefully we can get a steel operation up and going at the new location. In fact, some of this scrap, there's not much. I'm just going to pop it down into here. And I'd rather take... rather use our inventory for other things than this stuff. Rare metal scrap. Maybe we'll take that. Aluminum, I don't think is a big deal. But let's grab more of these ingots and bring them with us. Eventually, we're going to be able to build a portal. And we can go back and forth between these two factories or back and forth between anywhere on the map. So that'll come in handy, but let's cart this stuff back. We've got the steel. So we should be able to place this crafting bench when we get back. I've got no room in inventory to do any random harvesting, so we'll just kind of beeline straight ahead to Monolith 2. And get all the noise off the GUI here. I got the music turned off for this episode. We may kick it back on in a future episode. I just had it off because I was doing so much harvesting in between episodes that I just had some other music playing. Yeah, those tires, man, on the right. Those look awesome. I really like those a lot. That's just so cool. You can imagine like what kind of machine that thing, those tires were on. Pretty sweet. All right, we can see our storage containers. We're not too far away. Let's go. Weather's cloudy. What's it say? 1:16 p.m. local time. You've got one little charging station, kind of the level 1 charging station set up over here with the one wind turbine. But we need to build out a big factory here. We got a lot of space to do it. Even down here is a nice big flat area if we need to expand to that. And then also on Monolith 2, you can see straight ahead, there are, looks like 6 ports that we can belt finished vials straight into the building there. All right. Kind of want to expand this out a little. I don't have any scrap on me. Let's dump off some of the stuff that we picked up so I can free up my inventory a little. I'm going to get rid of some of this aluminum. It's not going to stay as organized as it was, but that's all right. Boom. I'm going to grab a little bit of just plain old scrap. Maybe kick this foundation out a little bit further if I can. We'll go with the scrap for now. Boom. 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 Of course, not there. All right. Go to NWR, layer, this one. Where should we put this? I'm thinking we've got a little room right here for now. Let's do it. Let's do it here. I don't think this requires power. Let's see what we can build out of this. Okay, alloy. What's it going to take? Oh, is it the same recipe as the automation? 2 steel ingots to 1 aluminum ingot. If you go into the recipes, 2 steel to 1 aluminum made in a forge. So I wonder if this recipe is just as efficient or no better efficiency than doing it through a machine. Obviously it's probably slower doing it by hand. Let's see. We want to prioritize getting materials for these production buildings. So we got the foundry here for shredding and smelting of ingots from scrap material. And we're going to want to quickly get, I think, steel into production. So it's going to start with this guy. So we need 10 alloy at least. Let's do it. Hopefully we won't run out of steel ingots. Don't have that many on me. Need 10 of these. Let's see how many we get per. We get 2 per craft. Not bad. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then what else? I think it was these gears, right? 6 gears. What does that take? Gonna take alloy. So 1, 2. There's our 6 gears. We need more alloy. And I'm making a little more than we need because I'm thinking it would be nice if we could use these foundations. The cool looking ones. Now the question is, how do we want to lay out the factory? One idea would be we want to arrange things so that our outputs, our final outputs of the vials with the different minerals in them can be belted straight up this hill and into the into Monolith 2. We need 1,000 of each. So if we're making the vials, maybe that's a longer... That could maybe start out back here. The other question is, do we want this all to snap together with this platform, or should we just leave this platform separate? We may have to move things as we go. I kind of would like these to snap together. Will that work? Let's do it. Let's see how much I can get built. We may have to wiggle machines around a little bit as we go. Because I want to start production on this platform. But eventually I want this platform further out, I think, for where we're doing our steel and our smelting. But we may have to start here and then move it later. We'll see. All right, let's go back to getting a few more alloys and see if we can build that first machine, the auto foundry. Highly efficient shredding and smelting of ingots from scrap material. That's what we want. Oh, it's a monster. We're going to need more. Oh no. We're going to need more platform. That's why it's tempting just to do it on scrap, right? Because it's so much cheaper, this foundation. But these look cool, and I kind of feel like we should take that challenge and just try and make it happen. So let's see. How many steel do I have left? Man, not a lot. 72. I get enough foundations down to actually let these factory buildings even fit on here. We could start with the scrap foundations and then change them out later, but man, it's going to be some work. Foundations first. Let's do it a few more. Let's just see what we can do. Got a picture in my head of where I want things to go. I just don't know if I'm going to have the resources to make it happen. Okay, we're getting into some dark times here. Let's see. Oh man, it's so big. Do I have what I need? That looks like the wrong color, right? What am I missing? More alloy, of course. Oh man. Yeah, I probably should have smelted a lot more steel. We're down to 62. How many do you need? I'm trying to get it. Okay. Here we go. Just 10. And we make this thing fit on here. Alright. Auto foundry. I think that's first. Shredding and smelting. Okay, it looks like maybe there's no sorting steps, so maybe we can get steel out of this right away. It's gonna need power. Oh, we gotta think about power too. I didn't think about power. We'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, let's orient it this way. Let's get out of our way. We'll try and put this as close as we can. Okay. Looks happy. Looks kind of cool. Can I manually feed you? I'm gonna need power. Power. That's probably something to think about next. We could do that down here on this little plateau. Maybe put down a bunch of solar and wind. Or we could leverage this area right behind our kind of storage units. It's a little bumpy here. I don't... it's not horrible. I don't think we need to have the... I don't think we need to have the solar panels and the wind turbines on platforms myself. Let's take a look at the building menu. We have new power options too, but of course it's going to take alloy and stuff we don't have. 20 alloy for a wind generator. And electronics too, which we don't have. We're going to come up really short on steel. What can we do? And the power poles, everything's more expensive. Be nice to try and get one of these down. Take a look at the recipes here on this guy. Steel, all we need is scrap. So if I can get this thing powered, we're going to have all the steel we need, right? So maybe we can use the steel up that we use the steel we have, use that up to try and get at least one wind generator and some of these going, maybe. So for this, I need 20 alloy. I got 2. Oops. Not quite ready for you, buddy. Let's do it. Oh, there goes that steel, man. It's going down to nothing. I need gears, 5 gears. Might not have the steel to do this. But we can always make it on the... I don't know. Can I make... I don't think I can make ingots out of here. No, I can't. Okay, I'm going to need more alloy. Right, we need 20 for this. Now, can we even make the electronics? Not enough material. You want copper and alloy? We've got copper. We brought some with us. I think we get a lot of copper, actually. Grab a couple stacks of that. We'll see if we can get by or we can manage to use the NWR technology exclusively from here on out. That's what I'm kind of trying to do. I need 10 electronics. How many do I get per batch? 2. Okay, and we're going to need more alloy to shore up what we just spent. We got to get up to 20. I've got cable on me. I don't think there's a special power cable. I don't think. Let's see. Connectors. I imagine that's the same power cable. Let's see. Again, we may move this stuff around. I just want to get something going. In fact... do we want to just power this thing up and shore up our steel supply? Like just temporarily put a wind turbine down here? Or do we want to place the wind turbine where we have really want it? This isn't a bad spot to have a bunch of power. Like I can't really use this land down here for too much else. Only got 24 steel left to play with though. Hey, what? Let's play it safe. May waste a little bit of resource doing it this way. I am going to just pop down the new turbine right here. Temporary. We're going to remove this pretty soon, I think. But let's get some steel being produced. We've got a bunch of scrap we can run through. And that's going to allow us to get more alloy, the NWR alloy. So recipe, steel ingots, and let's fill up this inventory with some scrap. I got a bunch in here. Probably empty this stuff out for now. I can free up some space. Keep steel on us. We'll keep some platinum. And we'll keep a little bit of gold. And I don't need that scrap on me. Let's dump that real quick if we can. Out here. Oops. That's where I wanted to be. Now let's grab some scrap out of here. Boom, boom. And make some steel. Okay, saving. All right, not too bad. Not lightning fast, but not too bad. We're going to start by using a lot of this steel just to make more foundations, I think. So we're going to have to handcraft some alloy. Do it. And why don't we... let's look at the machines, see what we want to place next, actually. I mean, one option is build a platform out behind this machine and put a hopper or a big storage container. The other option is to expand the other way, the forward direction. Okay, production, molding, and forging of various high-grade metals. This takes 40 alloy and 12 gears. And then there's our fabricator assembler. We'll have to see what that's all about. Drone pad. I think we need the drones to mine like the sand and stuff, I believe. I'm not positive. We're going to want to do that soon. That can be anywhere but within range of our power. Let's expand out. We'll go forwards a little bit with our foundations, and then maybe put the next machine down. And then we'll think about expanding backwards to build a little bit of automation to feed this first little production line. And then the other thing we want to do is get a really good power system going. An array of wind farm, basically either a wind farm and or solar. I'm going to extend our platform this way a little bit. We got a lot of scrap. We're going to probably need to mine more eventually here. Steel is being produced. Happy about that. Okay, let's see what the next machine is. Forge. 40 alloy and 12 gears. See if I've got enough to make some of that. And was it 12 gears or something? We're gonna have to, we might not have the steel to do this. Find out. Oh, just enough. Let's see if we can get that placed. It's a little snug, more snug than I usually lay out my factories. I like having a lot of space in between things. Oh, this guy's a monster. Getting into satisfactory size machines here. All right. What are you doing? Gonna need more foundations for sure. Trying to get a feel for where the inputs are. It looks like here, right? And it looks like we're gonna need a lot more space, a lot more foundations. Let's grab some steel and foundations. Again, I have a strong feeling we're going to need to adjust things as we go. Let me bring up my inventory, pull that in, and load some scrap. Keep that thing producing steel for now. And then we want foundations out this way. Make this a little wider. Boom. Boom. Stay focused on where we absolutely need this stuff. Foundations will stay. I think most of these machines are going to end up moving, but if we can't get some production started here. Do I have enough for one more row? I don't. And now I burned up all my materials. Let's grab more steel. Grab some more alloy up. Need more steel. I used up too much on the platforms here. I need... Do I have the aluminum? I need aluminum, right? Get some of that. Did make a lot of aluminum, so we're in decent shape on that. Alright, let's see now if we can get this monster placed. want it entirely on the new platforms if I can do it. We'll have to snake belts around initially. I'm just going to drop this in the interest of time. Let's see what we get. Looks a little too close, right? Let's just see what we get, though. In terms of recipes. Okay, we can make the alloy from aluminum and steel. Okay, and glass comes later. So I see two inputs here, right? So this will be a natural belt from this guy to this guy, and then we could try to expand out and get some aluminum production going, feed it into here, and set this guy to do alloy, and we need power too. All right, let's wrap this episode here. We are on our way. We are on our way. Like I said, we may wiggle things around later or reconfigure pretty substantially once we can build out a platform. I kind of want to use the NWR foundations if we can manage resource-wise to do that. But yeah, when we get back next episode, we will look to have a production line or work on getting a production line in place that's going to produce a whole bunch of the alloy, NWR alloy. We're going to need that for the vials. So I think that's going to involve putting another machine here, another foundry. We'll move the power. Hopefully we can get started on a wind farm as well. All that to come next episode, though. We got lots to do. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. Super special thanks to Glidercat patrons and channel members. Really appreciate your support. If anyone else would like to join that small but very, very appreciated group of individuals who are helping to support the channel, there's links to do so in the description. I deeply appreciate that. Also, thanks to those of you who've been giving the videos a thumbs up. I think that helps my tiny channel grow. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next episode.